So I had a viewer contact me this morning and wanted to know what did I mean by layers on the font. So I'm here just to show you the layering aspect of cutting out fabric in the videos that I did show for the trim on the number 2 that I did, the trim on, you could do it with any numbers, but I did a number 2 in the videos. Please go look. I'll link some of them below, but let me just go into this. So the thing that I was talking about is make sure that when you pick a number to cut, that you see you have 2 layers over here. So you could have the eye blacked out and it will only show you 1 layer. But you see that black trim back there? That lets you know that you should have more than 1 layer to work with. If you go over here and you actually click on the fonts, it says like single layer, multiple layer, excuse me. And just make sure you pick a simple font and not one that has like all those cutouts in it. So right now, in the video, I used Don Juan because I just think that font is pretty to me. So that's what I used. And this is the number 2 that I did do. And what I did was, see how it has 2 layers over here? But one is crossed out. So when I unclick it, it brings it bold. So how you see that, it's just how you want it. Make sure you select it all, okay? Everything is selected, and you come over here and you're gonna slice that. So give me 1 minute while I adjust my camera. You wanna make sure that you click on it, okay? And you want to, down here in the right-hand corner, it says slice. You wanna slice that. And what happens now, it creates 3 layers. And the one that you don't want, you want the solid, the first 2. You don't need this other 2. So we're gonna get rid of that. Now you have an outline, the exact same, it's the exact same size that you need for the trim of the fabric 2 you're gonna cut. So when you go to make it, you're gonna have 2 mats. This one is for the fabric, so make sure you're on bonded plus mirror off. And then on this one, you want it just like this. You're not gonna have the mirror on as well. And this is for your trim. So when you cut your HTV, make sure it's shiny side up, and you're gonna just be able to just cut that out. And you're gonna use the Vinyl Plus. Let me show you on my Cricut. So when you cut the fabric out, you're gonna use bonded, and you're gonna go to that second dot, bonded plus. And then when you cut the iron on, the vinyl, you're gonna be on iron on plus, okay? So it's literally just like that, literally simple, nothing too stressful about it, but that's what I mean by layers. So if you go back, let's do that one more time. You go back, and let me just start from new. So you have a blank canvas, you go down to text, and say you want to do a number 3. Let's type a 3 in here, okay? Put it to the size that you want. And see how over here, the second layer is blacked out. So you're gonna unblock it so you can have the bold trim around it. Select it, make sure you see the whole box around the number you have chosen. And believe me, you could do this with any layers, any font that has a layer, but just make sure it doesn't have nothing fancy, like how that center is cut out. By all means, you could try it. I just choose not to use it. But let me get another one just so I can show you. Let's see. And you see how it says single layers? Those won't work because you don't have nothing to pick from, to slice it with. So you need a layer, you need to have layers so you can slice your font with. Let's try this one. Let's not, I didn't see that it was fancy like that. Hold on one second. Okay, let's just do this one for instance. And you see how it's bold? Undo it. Click it. Slice it. Take that 3 and take that 3. You don't want that one. And so what you're going to do is go over here to make it and cut it just like this. So this first one will be for your fabric, and the bold one, which is in black, will be for your outline. Now it doesn't have to be black, it could be whatever color vinyl you want to use, but just make sure that you don't put the mirror on, and make sure that the vinyl is shiny side up. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you, or do a video if you don't quite understand anything, or if you need help with something. I would be more than willing to give you a video. All right, thank you for watching. Happy cricketing.